A live stream lecture. And before I get started, I want to thank all of my supporters and my viewers and my subscribers, members, and sponsors for supporting my channel. My channel is very, very close to reaching 78,000 subscribers. And none of this would have been possible without all of my supporters. And I also want to give all thanks and glory to God for giving me the knowledge, skills, and ability to present these thought-provoking, inspiring, motivational, educational topics on my YouTube channel. So with that being said, let's get down to today's very important lecture, which is one of my favorite lectures. You know, this lecture ties into the concept of my channel. You know, even though I may do various other lectures that are educational, inspiring, but, you know, the audience need to be aware that the core concept and the driving force behind my channel, which led me to create my channel, is that money piece, that financial piece, how to rise above your financial situation, or how to increase your portfolio, how to get out of debt. That is the driving force and the mission, goals, and objective behind my channel. So the focus of this lecture is going to be how to get out of debt. You know, and when I'm talking about how to get out of debt, I'm talking about debt such as credit card bills, mortgage, car note, personal loans, jewelry bill, furniture bill, gambling bill, people who you might owe, you know, getting out of debt from being overdraft on your bank account. I'm talking about debt hitting you every which way, left, right, all the way around. And I'm gonna tell you something about this debt thing, because I listen and I talk to a lot of people. I observe a lot of people. You know, I used to live in Atlanta, Georgia, and you got a lot of folks out there who they create debt because they so focused on keeping up with the Joneses. If the Joneses get a new car, house, or clothes, or jewelry, they got to go out and match that, which will create financial destruction. So I'm talking about all kind of debt. And I'm telling you, you know, I literally know folks who are drowning in the sea of debt, and they'll still go out and spend and splurge. You know, they'll take a $4,000 or $5,000 vacation. No, they already in debt. That's the phenomenon about, you know, people who are living in debt. They create new debt, and this thing is real. This topic, I'm telling you, you may have people listening to this lecture right now drowning in the sea of debt. You may know got family members drowning in the sea of debt. Foreclosure, lights turned off, car repossessed. I'm talking about deep underwater debt. This thing is real. And I'm going to tell you something. You know, that is also the driving force and the testimony in relation to my book, Awake Financial Freedom, because from 2007 to 2012, I was one of those people drowning in the sea of debt. If you have not read my powerful testimony, which is spiritually grounded, you need to awaken your financial freedom. All of this ties into my book, the concept of my channel, my mission, goals, and objective. This thing is real. You know, people who are drowning in a sea of debt, they can cause anxiety, depression, suicide. Yeah, people have committed suicide because they are so deep in debt, they could not see any way out. This thing is real. You know, and there are some tips and strategies. And, you know, I just had a conversation with my niece a few days ago, and we were just talking about, you know, we got a family member. We know they struggling, but they out there spending and splurging, you know, like they living a millionaire lifestyle, but they only making about $40,000, $50,000 a year. You got a lot of people doing that. This thing is real. And there are some tips and strategies that I'm going to talk about that I know that work for me. I know that worked for me. Well, now I've been living debt-free for several years. Multiple retirement checks hit me for the rest of my life. Nobody could have told me I would be having this conversation today and was able to retire years early. And I'm here to tell you. First of all, I tell anybody, sit your behind down. Get a piece of paper. I'm going old school. They ain't teach me this in college. I got 2 master's degrees. They ain't teach me this in college. Only thing college taught me was how to get in debt. School loans hitting you left and right. Credit card bills, they program us from day one to get in debt, to live in debt. I had to break that thing. And I'm gonna tell you something. The first thing you gotta do, sit your behind down. Get a piece of paper and a pencil. And I tell anybody, write every bill down you have in the world. Write it down. You write it down because you got to know what's coming in and you got to know what's coming out. Even if you don't want to look at it, write it down. And once you write those bills down, take a good hard look at what you wrote down on that piece of paper. And you put an X on everything that you can do without. But X it out. X it out. X it out. The spending, the splurging, the jewelry, the pizza, the going out to eat. You may have to hold off on vacation. X it all out. You may have to look at to see how can you save on your car insurance. Take a look at that and eliminate immediately everything that you can do without. And when I did that, when I was living in my financial structure, when I did that, I was able to immediately recoup about $1,100 a month. Immediately, I was able to recoup about $1,100 a month. And that $1,100 a month, whatever you can recoup, then you start pumping that into your emergency savings account. It is critical. You got to do that. Then what's so important, take a look, however you want to do it. If you want to take a look at the bills that are not that high, tackle that. Eliminate that bill. Or if you want to go after the bigger bill first or the smaller bill first, don't matter which one you choose, just choose one. And then you pay it off. Pay that bill off. And when you pay that bill off, you take that same money and you can split it in between, put it into your portfolio or your emergency savings account, or that same money that you were spending on that bill, then go after the next bill and just continue that cycle. But you got to be focused. You got to be driven. You got to recognize that you are battling for your financial life. You got to be serious about this. Another tip and strategy, if you are on a mission to eliminate your bills, you can use the snowball approach, where you can spend a small amount of money on a same bill multiple times throughout the month to pay it off and then go to the next one. Or you can use the avalanche approach, where you can pay a large amount of money on a bill until it is paid off. I'm telling you, these tips and strategies work. And another key thing, once you become focused and driven, you go ahead and get you a little side job, a part-time job, a second job, and the money you make off that second job, have a purpose for that money. Use that money now to accelerate paying those bills off until the goal has been achieved. What a lot of people do when they get a second job, they spend more. They create new debt. No, I'm telling you, when I was on my mission to eliminate all debt out of my life, I deliberately got me a second job, and I had a purpose for that money, because by that time I was knocking out so many bills because I was so focused and driven. That job money I was making off that second job, I was able to pay my 30-year mortgage off 20 years early. This thing is real because I was focused and I was driven and I was determined to retire early, debt-free. I don't owe nobody nothing. I have no rent. I have no mortgage. I have no credit card. I have no personal loan. I have no school loans. I have no car note. Only bills I have in the world is my utility bill, food, gas, and insurance. And I've been debt-free literally for years. This thing is real. This thing is real to the point where I was able to retire years early, and the rest is history. I'm telling you, nobody could have told me that I would be living a debt-free life My bills, all the bills I have in the world is $1,200 a month, about to drop down to $500 after I make a strategic business move. You can't get no lower than that. And that'll free me up. So now I can go, could have told me I would be the one talking about how to rise above your financial situation, how to increase your portfolio, how to be able to, what that does is now you can be able to live the life that you want to live, begin to travel, do things, because now you have learned, I have learned how to master my money, how to control my money, how to respect my money, and this thing is real. I'm telling you, it's real, and that is the driving force behind my channel. You know, I was talking to my niece who is in her early 40s, and I love that girl because she is soaking up all this knowledge. She said, Auntie, in about 10 years, I want to be in the position that you are in, and I really got to buckle down and pay attention, because she's at this tender age where she really need to master her money, how to control her money, how to respect her money. She's doing a good job, but she's gonna even, she open and receptive for a job, because she's going to be taught by the master. And I'm here to tell you, it's never too late to do this. I was in my early 40s. Wrap your mind around this. I was in my early 40s, not a penny to my name, drowning in a sea of debt. When I had that spiritual battle in my early 40s, 10 years in the future, I was positioned to be debt-free, able to retire. I literally did what I did within a 10-year journey, eliminated all debt, increased and intensified my retirement, my portfolio, and mastered the skills of money, all within a 10-year of being self-educated, putting God first, and being open and receptive, and being honest to myself, to tell myself my financial life was messed up. It was messed up, beyond messed up, and I'm here to tell you, this is a real topic. You got folks right now, holidays coming up, and already know they're in debt, drowning in debt. They'll go out and spend $60,000 to impress everybody, to upload and live stream all this stuff that they're doing for the holidays, already drowning in debt. And I'm telling you that keeping up with the Joneses is a top recipe for financial destruction. I've seen it. I've seen it time and time and time again. And this thing is real. And I'm here to tell you, like I said, teach me this. It took me to be living in financial destruction, and I got tired of borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, overdraft in all of my bank, not one penny in my name, cargo 5 arrears. It took me to go through financial in that spiritual battle with God, to give me the knowledge, the skills, and the ability, and the rest is history. And I'm here to tell you, this is a real topic. Share this information. Share this topic. This is real talk. You know, even though I'm retired, I'm a licensed therapist. People commit suicide when they're drowning in a sea of debt. This thing is real. This is real talk. You got everyday people getting up, going to work every day, drowning in a sea of debt. I was one of them. You may have neighbors, people you know in the community, church, school, in your own home, drowning in a sea of debt, but they give the illusion that they're doing good, that image that doing good, but in reality, they're looking for foreclosure, late payments, overdraft and bank accounts, bill collectors coming at them left and right. This is real talk, but there is a way out, because I just laid out some powerful tips and strategies that they do not teach in college, and I'm here to tell you. So I appreciate everybody listening in. Share this information. That's all I have. Simplify, Simple Fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.